Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Learn with PR and welcome back to our linked list series in C++. In this video, we are going to learn about doubly circular linked list using C++. This is an advanced type of linked list where each node contains two pointers, one pointer pointing to the previous node and one pointing to the next node, and the list forms a circular structure. So let's understand the concept step by step. So first, what is doubly circular linked list? In a doubly circular linked list, each node contains three parts: previous pointer, data, and next pointer. Now when we make it circular, the last node connects back to the first node and the first node also connect to the last node through the previous pointer. So there is no null pointer in this list. So each node in a doubly circular linked list contain previous pointer point to the previous node and the data that stores the value, next pointer that points to the next node. Because of these two pointers, we can traverse the list in both direction, forward as well as backward. So in this structure, the next pointer of the last node points to the head node. The previous pointer of the head node points to the last node. This creates a complete circular structure. So there are different advantages we have. We can traverse both directions, or no null pointers there, right? Easy insertion and deletion we can perform in this. Okay, and it requires actually in every application, in every insertion deletion, it requires continuous traversal. All right, so what traversal is? Means visiting each node of a linked list one by one to access or display the data stored in the node. Okay, so let's check out how we can write a simple program to create doubly circular linked list. Let's check out. In this program, I am creating a doubly circular linked list. So in this, we have a class. One class I have created already where we have three kind of data. One is integer type of data and two pointers we have. Next pointer and previous pointer. I am creating a constructor where one parameter passed as a value and that value will store in the data. And we have a next and previous pointer which holding value as null. It's having nothing. Now I'm creating another class. I'm creating circular doubly linked list. All right, so this is my class right now. Okay, and inside it I will write a private kind of data. Here I'm writing a private kind of data where I will create a node head. So for this class I have created node head. All right, done. Now I'm creating a constructor. That constructor should be inside public. Okay, done. Now here I'm creating doubly circular doubly constructor, class constructor you can say, okay, with the name of class itself, right? So now I am writing here head will get the value of null. Right now we don't have any node inside a circular linked list. Done. Now we have to create now node. So first I'm creating a function name as create and inside it I'm giving value. All right, so we have to pass value, which value we want to insert in a linked list. Now first we have to create memory allocation for these datas, right? So now with the help of new keyword we will do it, right? So we will create new node. Okay, and here we are writing with the help of new keyword. Just write down node and give value inside it. So now you have created a new node with the help of new keyword. Okay, this is a name, simple. You can change this name as well. Keyword is a new only. Okay, now node, that node you have this this node you are giving value. All right, done. Now next you have to check first if the head is null. Right now head is null, so we have to make sure that first node should be enter in by giving this condition that head is null. So you are saying if head is null, then do head as head will get the value of new node. Okay, new node. So whatever new node you will write, it will go in the head. In a head, it will simply assign new node address. Okay. Now new node means once you have written a new node, that means there is only one node. So in the previous and the next also will get the 1000 only, means the address of the first node only. Okay. So I'm writing here head of next will also get the value of head only. Okay. And head of previous will again get the value of head. Done. This is how we can do it. Now, once you have entered the first node in a linked list, then we have to enter a next node as well, right? So I'm writing that thing in an else part. So in else part, we will create a one temporary pointer. So in a temporary pointer, we will store the value of head of previous. Okay, head of previous. Why? Because head of previous will say now what is the last node connected. So we will have to go till that node, you know, like that way. Yes. So temp is right now head of previous. Done. So in a temp of next. So in a temp of next, assign the value of new node. Okay. So in a temp of next means the last node ke next may you have to plan new node address. You have to write out. Okay. Now in a new node of previous. Okay. In a new node of previous, what need to be changed as temp now, right? Temp is right now last node, but this new node will be now a last node. So in a new node of previous, we have to write a temp. Okay. Now in a new node of next. So in a new node of next, we have to write head value. As it's a last node, so whatever head contain, that will the first node now. So they connect back, na? They both connect now. Last and first node connected, right? So that's why I'm writing new node of next will get the value of head. Now last head of previous. So that head of previous will get the value of what? New node, right? This is how we can do it. This is how you can create a node inside a doubly circular linked list. All right. Now we have to traverse it. Traversing is same actually. But in this, basically, we have two kind of traversing. We can go forward as well as backward. That's your wish that you want to go forward or backward. Okay. I will write here both function. I'm creating here traversal. I'm doing traversal forward first. Okay. Forward is same like your doubly linked list. Okay. I'm having a function here, traversal forward. Okay, so first check your head is null or not. If head is null, that means there is no node connected. All right, so simply write here cout list is empty. Okay, and then return. So you will return back to the main function, right? And if it is not, that means it will not run. Just write down a temporary pointer. Temporary pointer will get the value of head. Okay, now check the condition. We have to check the condition, but at least it will work only one time. It will print one time as we have both in a head also and in the last node of next as well we have head. So we will use do while loop. Okay, it will at least run one time. No? So we will write simple here temp of data. So what is temp of data? That will print. Okay, done, done. This is how we can write it. Now temp will change as temp of next. Temp of next. All right. Now type a condition here. So while temp is not equal to head. So in singly and in um, when we were working with a singly linked list, okay, and when we were working with a circle that doubly linked list, that time we were using null, okay. But here we have to write head as we have in the head also the first node and in the last node next we will have the first node that is first node address that is you can say head whatever head is. So that's why I'm writing do while here. Okay, we have to write it that way. Now I'm making a function for backward traversal. So copy it. We just need to change few things. Okay. So here we have traversal. Now I am writing here backward. Okay. Now writing backward. Done. So we have to use the same thing, head is equal to null or not. We have to take a temp variable, but here we have to assign head of previous. Okay. We will assign head of previous because we have to go from the backward. So head of previous will get the value of last node. The head of previous, we will store the address of the last node. All right. This is how we are doing it. Okay. So head of previous. Now here we have to say temp of data. That is okay. But here we have to assign temp of previous, not temp of next. Okay. Now here the condition is same, but we need to say head of previous. All right. So this is how we can do it. Now let's create a object for this class, circular doubly. Okay. And then call your functions. So circular doubly, I'm creating C1. Okay. Now C1 dot create function we will call. We have 10. I'm writing 10 right now. C1 dot create function and provide 10, 20. If you want to provide any kind of node value, then you can do so. All right. So here I'm writing 30. Done. Now you can traverse with both the things. First, I'm traversing with the forward. Okay. And then we will do it with the help of backward. But what you can do, you can simply write here C out and L so that it will come in the next line. All right. Okay. Done. Now C1 dot traversal back forward first means first 10, 20, 30 will print. Okay. And then C1 C1 dot traversal backward will do. All right. Means it will print from the last. Okay. Now run this code. So when you will run this code, you will see the forward is printing 10, 20, 30, right? And backward is printing 30, 20, and 10. Okay. If you want to make here null, you can write null also. Okay. This is how you can say a program for your doubly circular linked list. That is how you can create and display forward as well as backward, both direction. All right. This is a simple function. Now let's check out how this program is creating the nodes. All right, this traversal we have already discussed in our previous video. Please check that video. Okay, so that you will have understanding why we are writing this temp is not equal to head, why we are writing temp is not equal to head of previous. Okay, and why we are using do while. Okay, so now let's check out the step-by-step explanation. So first, let's check out the example of it. So this is the example of our doubly circular linked list where we have three nodes. In that node, we have 10, 20, 40, and 30. Okay, in that 10, we have 5000 as the address that is stored in the head pointer. Okay, and 20 is 2000 is the address of the next pointer or next node. Okay, this is the next node. Now this is stored the address of the first node, and this is stored the address of the next node. So in the last node, you will see the previous will pointing to the previous node, and this 5000 is the first node. So it's now pointing back to the first head. Okay, and this is pointing to the last node. Okay, so this is how we can say it. This is the example of your doubly circular linked list. Now let's check out how this program is working. So in this, basically, we have written here a new node. Okay. So right now head is null. So we have created a new node value. We have given this. All right. Now here you can see, wait. So here we are writing a head. This is a head. Okay. So head is null. So now check this condition. Head is equal to null. Yes. So now do what? Head of new node. So whatever head of new node, whatever head is, assign as new node address. So what is new node? That is 1000. Okay. So now in the head, you are now storing 1000. Done. Now head of next. So in the head of next, that means this one, na? This become now head. Head is connected now this. So head of next now, head of next. This is a head of next. Head of next will get the value of head. What is that? 1000. So you are storing here 1000. Okay, this is done. Head of previous will get the value of head. That means this one. So head of previous will get the value of head. That means 1000. So now you have stored 1000 as well. So if this is if this condition is true, then you have to ignore this else part, right? We are ignoring the else part. So when you will connect your head with this first node, then this you will see your linked list now become this. Okay. So in the previous and the next, both containing 1000. Why? Because it's having only one node. All right. If it is having one node, that means what? That means you are saying there is both next and previous having both thing that what exactly in the head. Okay. Done. Now again you are calling this create function and saying value as 20. So this new node now created. Okay, now we have to connect it to the after this node. We have to connect it. Okay. So when we are connecting it, then what we need to change? We need to change this one. That means this need to be changed as 2000. Okay, right? Now we have to change this also. This need to be means is it will point to the next last node now. So last node now this will be the last node. So 2000 will be here. Okay, this will be 2000. Now in this we will say here we will say this is pointing to this node. That means this will say here 1000 will be there and here you will say 1000 again. All right. Now let's check out how we can do it. Okay. So this we need to do it. Now when you will check again this condition will say here head is null. No, this will not work now. Those else part will work. So when it will say false, then else part will work. Then you have to create a temp. Temp me you have to give previous or head of previous. So what is head of previous? 1000. This one. So now temp is now 1000. That means it's pointing to this node. Okay, done. Now temp of next. What is temp of next? That is contain temp of next is what? Temp of next this one. Okay, so this is the next and this is the previous. All right. So temp of next, this is a temp na, pointing temp na. Temp of next will say 1000. Okay, in this 1000 we have to store new node address. So what is new node address? That is 2000. So store here 2000. So you will do here 2000 now. So this is now pointing to this node. Okay, done. Now next line, new node of previous. What is new node of previous? This one. This is a P. Okay, and this is next. Okay, this is a new node. That is the data. So in a new node of previous, provide the temp value. What is temp? Temp is 1000. So in a previous may assign 1000. So just write down your 1000. Okay, done. Now new node of next. What is new node of next? So that is a new node of next. No? So you have to write here the head value. What is head value? 1000. So here also need to store as 1000. Done. Okay. Now new node of next. In the new node of next, we have done 1000. Done. Now head of previous. What is head of previous? Head of previous this one, right? That need to change as a new node. What is new node? 2000. So here also you have to write 2000. Done. Now you have already connected this new node to the previous node. So this is how your linked list will looks like. It will say here head is this 1000. Okay. In the previous you were storing 2000. Here you have stored the 2000 value. Okay. Done. Okay. So here you are saying 2000. Done. And here it is 10 and this is what 2000, that 2000. All right, now you are connecting this 10 and here also one more arrow you have to write. Okay, so these two arrows will be there. Okay, it will point to the next node address and this will point to the previous node address. All right, now this is a new node. Okay, so this is 1020 and this is 1000. Now this all connected back to the first node and this is connected to the last node. Okay, so this is how doubly circular linked list. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And also check out the linked list playlist where we uh, basically where we cover all concept step by step. So thank you for watching this video. Okay, please like the video, subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. So if you have any kind of doubt, write in a chat box. I will surely reply to your comment. All right. So in the next video, we will see how to insert a new node at beginning, at end, and at a specific location in a circular doubly linked list. So till then, keep learning, keep watching, and keep growing. Thank you for watching. See you in a new video.